Hey guys, it is coffee time with Rachel. It's been a while. I thought though that this was a good way to kind of start conversation, since it is very hard to kind of have a meeting of just moms or even have a one-on-one conversation with all of you on a CC day. So, so I thought that I would attempt to start a conversation here. So hopefully by now all of you have gotten the email that came on Tuesday. If you didn't, check your email. Every single one of you should have gotten it. Mine came at 2:22 on Tuesday. I'm looking up on my computer for it, just so you know. And the subject is 2022 benefits are coming to CC. So I want to walk you through that just a little bit and then discuss it, because I don't want there to be anything hidden. You guys know that you're my friends first and foremost, and I talk real, and I don't try to hide anything. So in that regard, the kind of nitty gritty information is a little bit hidden in the email, and I want to make sure that you have it. So so go down the first kind of the page of the email. It's kind of like an overview. Down at the bottom, there's a green box that says "Learn More Here." Click on that. And then down at the very bottom of that next page, there's a video and some more information about what else is coming. And down at the bottom on the left is a tab that says More Information, New Benefits, FAQs. So that I am attaching to this email so that you have it and there's no question. But just so you know, on the fourth page, there are questions. And honestly, some of these questions are questions that directors had when they let us know about this a few days back. So they are some truly asked questions. Anyway, I on page number 4 is the new pricing structure. Now, it does not include the supply fee, which is the same, or the facility fee. None of that is included on there. But it does have like the application fee, the new enrollment fee, those sorts of things are on there. So kind of the change is on there. But I want you to be cautious and only look at the grid on page 4, because there's another one if you go down on page 6. And I don't want you to accidentally look at that one and think that that's our numbers, because that is California's numbers. California has to pay more because of their state laws and the way their state handles things. So theirs are significantly higher than ours. So I just want you to, excuse me, to know that, okay? So if you look at page 7, 6 and 7, that's California information. So page 4 is us. So I want to walk you through a few things. Now, let me be real. If you don't know this side of me, I am cheap. I don't like cost increases at all on anything, for that matter. I just don't do that well. I am a frugal person. I laughed the other day. I was telling my husband I wanted to go buy a specific Christmas tree, and he said something. It's a long story, but I joked about the one that I was going to buy, and it was in the multi-thousands, and he texted back and he said, that's not even a concern. So that doesn't need to be discussed because I know you better than that. And it's true, because I am a bargain shopper, and I'm just frugal. We'll go with frugal instead of cheap. But anyway, so I am, I don't love this. That's just all there is to it. And it's interesting, when I first found out about it, I have always a negative knee-jerk reaction when it comes to more money. And my husband said, who generally tends to be the same way, but he's a lot more realistic than I am. But we have been involved. We started CC 12 years ago. And so he said, when's the last time that they raised tuition? And the last time they raised tuition was in 2012-13 school year. And then in 2018, they raised the supply fee a little bit, and to help directors, to be quite honest, to be able to cover everything. And then they also did the adjustment and raised the registration fee, that $145 for the first child and $55 for the second child that year. But they didn't raise tuitions that year. So I say all that to say this: if you are new to CC, this is not normal. This is not something that we see often. This is not something that, I mean, even in the 12 years since I joined CC 12 years ago, you know, my knee-jerk reaction is more, I think, because I'm not accustomed to this. When my big kids were in private school, you know, this was, and I know that this isn't private school. I'm not trying to compare it to that. But, you know, that was a yearly thing. And for a lot of programs, it is to go with the, you know, inflation and rates. It is. So I hate it. You know, anything that hurts the pocketbook, and a lot is these days, is not easy. And I get it. And as much as I hate it, I get it too, because, you know, on the flip side of that, you know, I want my kids to be, I love CC because it is a good quality, strong curriculum, and I have had such great experience with my big kids going on to college, having had the foundations experience and stuff. I'm sorry, my dog, as soon as I started talking, is like a toddler and needs me. So anyway, I hate it, and I get it all at the same time. So there's a hard balance there. At the same time, I have been really impressed and a little surprised, if I'm going to be really honest, because I am with y'all, at how hard CC is working to balance it for us, because they are homeschool families too, and all the way up to the president. So the drop in other prices and the trying to balance things out is pretty amazing, really. And I've just been a little shocked, and I'm told there's more benefits coming, and I appreciate that. As frustrating as a rate increase is, but I want to walk through a few things so there's no confusion, and everything is totally out and open. So first things first, the new enrollment fee. What you'll see in some places will say $99, in other places it says $103. And the reasoning for that, if you look at the asterisk on that page, enrollment fee only, and I'll explain that in a minute, you can pay via credit card, okay? So that 99 versus 103, the 103 is with the fees that if you choose to pay by credit card and such, that it goes up to that. Now, if you don't, what is it? If you pay via debit or credit card, it's 103. If you pay the enrollment fee using ACH, it's 99. So there's that. So that would be paid in January. I want to make it clear though that goes directly to Classical Conversations. That doesn't come to me. You will pay when the time comes in January. That will be paid online through CC, and you will be enrolled in the program for the next year. Okay. I say that to say this, because the rest of it that normally comes to me, the tuition, the registration fee, all of that, I can't take credit card. So I can still just do cash checkers. I can do Zelle. For those of you that don't know, because of COVID, Zelle opened the ability to pay. Thank Hannah Ebo for figuring that one out for me. Oh my goodness. Zelle made it possible for small businesses to do it fee-free, which is amazing. So you can pay online now via Zelle into my business account. So that is great. But those are the only ways I can accept payment, okay? So I just want you to know that. But the other one, if you want to pay credit, debit card, whatever, you can do that. The one that goes to CC. So anyway, so there's that. I want to start the discussion in, I don't, I'm going to not get emotional. I do not want this pay increase to impact us negatively at CC of Hiram in any way. I know that many of us function on a single income budget, and any pay increase, let alone the gas and groceries and things we're paying right now, is hard. So I want to figure out ways to take some burden off. And I'm not sure how to do that. I would like us to brainstorm together. So one of the things, simple, it doesn't make it less, it doesn't help, negate costs or anything. But I thought I would go and discuss with my bank where my business account is, setting up, for tax reasons and to keep everything separate, go on and set up a second business account, so that come January, as soon as anybody wants to, they can start kind of whittling away and just paying little bits along the way, versus getting to spring or summer and having a big chunk. So I thought that was one idea. The other idea is kind of crazy and out there, and I'm going to throw it out there and let y'all think on it. Maybe one of you will be like, I can do that, because I can't do this. That's my reality with directing, is I'm kind of at my max as far as the ability to organize and pull things off between directing and my family and church involvement and activities. I have limits, and that's it. But I have this crazy idea. So years ago, my big kids and I were involved before Jeremiah and Enoch were really born, or when they were infants. We were involved in a large homeschool group out of Douglasville that every year held a very large, very well attended used homeschool book sale. Most of that has shrunk because many of those families in that large homeschool group joined CC groups and got involved in their local CC group. So they still have a small used book sale by my understanding, but it's significantly smaller than it used to be. I'm just thinking that with the economy as it is, that may be something that is truly needed and well attended potentially this coming year. So I had this wacky idea, and I wondered, I wonder if CC of Hiram could host a used book sale, and people outside of our community could pay a $5 flat fee to sell their books there, and then anyone from our community that volunteered for a certain amount of time over the course of that day or 2 days setup, and then the sale, that they would then get those funds applied to their fees for the coming year. I don't know. And then we could also all sell our books at the sale. So that way, it's another way to make some money. I don't know. Again, I can't head it up, but for the last couple of years, I've thought, man, that'd be great if we had somewhere that we could host that, because people are always starting to ask at the end of each school year on the local homeschool Facebook pages and things, any great used book sales around here, and there just isn't on this side of town right now, so anymore. So I don't know if we could pull that off or not. I know we've got some amazing mamas, and I mean, if any community could do it, we could, and it'd be awesome. But I could share with anybody how the other one was done, and how it was simplified by not having to take up money and all those things. So I don't know, but I just keep trying to think of ways that we could offset costs for those in our community. So just an idea, but it is. So here's my heart. My heart is, as a mom, I am blessed by each of you, because you are who influence my children, and the influence that you have either yourself or through your children, and the way you're raising your children, is such a blessing to me, that I love this community so much, and I can't really bear the thought of losing anybody because of an increase. So I just, I know logically when I do the math, myself because of the other things that I pay for, like C3 that I pay for monthly and such. Now that won't be there. And when I add that up, I heard from another mom this morning, and when she added up what she paid every year for C3 and other supplies that now prices have gone down and such, the increase wasn't that much. That will vary for each person. And I don't know, I would encourage you to do the math and just see what it does for you. But I just want to throw out some ideas and start the brainstorm discussion, I guess, is really where I am, because I just can't, it makes my heart heavy and hurt at the thought of this affecting families in a way that we might lose them. So I'm hoping and praying that doesn't happen. I'm hoping and praying that God just makes a way for every single family. And I haven't heard anything, at all. In fact, if you have questions or concerns or anything like that, I would like to hear from you. If you have questions, I don't know that I'll have answers, but I can get them. We're blessed with Kim in our community, and she is great about answering questions and finding out answers for us. So I'm happy to answer anything that I know, and I'm happy to find answers or pick Kim's brain if I don't know. But I just throwing that out there. Yeah, that's really it. I love each of you so much, and I want to make sure, that you got your email, that we are operating in a totally clear, there's nothing hidden, there's no hidden numbers, no hidden information, that we all have it all the same as each other, because we're all friends, and we're all part of a community that I'm blessed to be a part of. So please do let me know. Email me, text me, call me. Meet up for coffee or whatever if you have questions or concerns, or I can just pray with you or for you. And man, if you are interested in helping be on a committee that helps head up a used book sale or something like that, I know we've done yard sales and things in the past, and that didn't go so great. So I don't know, I was just trying to think of something that might. So there you go. Yeah, let's talk about it and see what we can do. Bless both our community, our CC Hiram community, and our community as a whole, potentially using something. So anyway, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Mwah. Bye.